Pitch will go to Spencer Gilmeyer. Moves across the 50. Spencer Gilmeyer runs over a man at the 40. Made him eat dirt as Spencer Gilmeyer rumbles into Admiral territory down to the 38-yard line.
Hello, Spencer.
Will go to Spencer. He's got running room again. He's across the 30. Spencer Gilmeyer 20. Spencer Gilmeyer 15. Spencer Gilmeyer 13. He carries Admirals down the field. It'll be 1st and 10 Oak Ridge. The 25 to the 30, breaks it to the outside, to the 35 to the 40, to the 45 to the 50-yard line, needs to block and gets it at the 45 to the 40, to the 35 to the 30, to the 25, 20, 15, 10, 5, touchdown, Johnny Williams, Oak Ridge. Single man left. Helton will roll to the left side. He's in trouble. He fumbles the ball. Intercepted by Oak Ridge. Picked off at the 50. Ron Black 40, 35, 30, 25, 20. 15, 10, 5, you did it one too many times, Todd Helton. That one picked off by Black into the end zone. 64-yard run by Ron Black, and Oak Ridge takes the lead.
It's time to pass. It's going to go deep. Will Presley wide open. He has got it. He is into the end zone. William Presley, you are the man. And welcome, ladies and gentlemen. Once again, we've got a packed house here at the Pizza Inn as we get ready for the quarterfinals of the TSSAA playoffs. The Wildcats have made it. You guys have done it in the back. First of all, congratulations, guys, for winning the McMinn County ball game. And, yeah, on to the final 8 in the state, the Elite 8 in the state. One win away from the Final 4, and then a win there in the state championship game. And that's where you want to be at Oak Ridge and all the other schools that have won titles before. The goal remains the same, regardless of who's the coach, who's the team. State championship is the goal at Oak Ridge High School.
Absolutely, yeah, David. We're just excited to, number one, be here. Final 8, kind of like you said in the intro. A lot of big crowd, as usual, tonight here at Pete's Inn. Watch some highlights of the round 2 win versus McMinn County. But, we're just proud of our team for all the adversity they've had to overcome this year. We've kind of talked to them about just kind of blocking out the noise and just going and playing the ball and just go play football, and you get to this point in the quarterfinals, you're 48 minutes away from the semis, and then you build from that. So, but first things first, just excited to be here, but like we said tonight, we're not satisfied to be here. We still feel like we have some unfinished business, and we're excited to bust down to East Hamilton Friday.
Coach, every time on Wednesday nights when I'm here and Mark and Sean and I are setting up, it gets closer and closer to 7 o'clock, and nobody's here. I know you've had a long practice today. You've been practicing up at Blankenship Field because of the light situation. So are these guys tuned in, ready to go?
They are. Like I said, we just got here pretty quick, still wearing the hat, whatever. But, the guys are locked in. We've had a great week of preparation for East Hamilton. I think you should at this point. I think there's a greater sense of urgency now. And everybody just seems locked in and excited to play in this game Friday.
Let's go ahead and roll the highlights. McMinn County, Coach, before we roll the highlights, Mark, let's talk about it just for a second. You jumped out on them pretty big, 27-0, I believe it was, and then kind of had to hold on for dear life.
Yeah, number one, so I guess just to backtrack, we ended up beating Campbell, and then I guess got in the first round game with Ray, and just the way the game went, 7-6 win, I think there was a lot of unknown about how we'd play against McMinn, and, flawless first half. Offensively, as you guys saw, we were on point. Defense was lights out. Special teams was lights out. And then, give credit to McMinn County, 27-6. They caught a little bit of momentum there. They stole a possession from us. And then like I said, their defense really stepped up. But I guess what can you say about our defense? Both their back, Dallas Frent, big pick in the end zone. We were able to get the ball out a little bit. Couldn't get a first down there, but ran some clock off. And then felt like at the very end they had just kind of ran out of gas. They had fought so hard to get back in it. 4 downs, we stop them, 27-20. I think the moral of the story, David, is just trying to finish opponents. Had a couple chances there. Got stopped on a 4th and 1. We don't like that. Chance to score a touchdown there. And then, like we said, we got to do a better job of just making sure we're not giving up big plays. So they got behind us a couple times in the back end. And then, of course, can't let them steal possessions. So hopefully Friday, East Hamilton, we've kind of corrected that. And if we get up front Friday, we can hold on in a little bit less dramatic fashion.
Let's go ahead and roll the highlights. This is from this past Friday, the Wildcats taking on the McMinn County Cherokees for the second time in the season.
Yep, so obviously at home, Blankenship Field, round 2. Starting the game out here with a little delay pass to Mill. As you see, they had kind of bailed their coverage out, kind of used their rules, the defense against them. The good thing about when you play a team twice is you kind of figure out what their rules are based off film. So we kind of knew that the back out of the backfield would be a problem for them. And very, very good first drive for the Wildcats here. It's a little speed option. Tyree Porter, there's Adam. You're going to talk to him later on, blocking. So Blaine's going to see 51 squeeze down. That's a pitch indicator. And DeMillion gets outside there. Now back out of the backfield again in a little bit different way. We play action. It was good to see Mill lower his shoulder there. As you see, flash, defensive end squeezes. He gets the ball, tucks it, runs over the defender. And sideline got hyped on that. So nice throw, nice run. Offensive line did a great job executing. And as you see, big play. So you got Rush Douglas at running back, another throw to Mill. It was kind of one of those things based off alignment. That's an RPO. You can throw the ball or hand it off. And now we're going to run the little counter play. You got Malachi Bonner out in front. So one thing we've done here is we got in a little bit of 2 tight end set. So I think that allows them to – that kind of widens their defensive line out. And we're able to run the ball inside. So, just the way you – it's nice when you script stuff and it works out the way you plan in your mind. Same thing here. There's the counter play. Their eyes get lost. And Oak Ridge goes up 7-0. So big way to start the second round game. You go up 7-0.
DeMillion had his best game, I think.
I would say so. I think heck, he was used so much he cramped in the fourth quarter, and but there was a lot of usage there in the receiving game and the running game, and a lot of that was just based off the defensive look. Defense stepped out big starting out. J.T. Gormley, T.J. Hibben, As you see, the Cherokees had great size, and to me that's a good matchup for us, size on size. So there's the throwback again. So one thing you see, David, is we're going to play action. He's going to hesitate. McMinn's defense bails. They lose him. And as you see, 7-0 game. The offensive line does a great job protecting. There's Malachi Bonner out pulling up on the line protection, we call that.
Such an easy catch and throw, too.
Yeah. Well, there's no pressure. There's no pressure. Blaine to Braden Sharp there on the drag route. So as you see, we're just using the boots. Again, Braden comes through untouched. So now they drove down the flat route, which left the void right there. And nice throw by Blaine, nice catch by Braden, and he does a good job of getting north and south and getting in scoring territory.
I think he thought he was going to score there by his reaction.
Oh, yeah. Close. Now we're getting the jumbo set. So there's Milligan to Million Porter. As you see, 55 kind of falls down. That kind of helped us out a little bit. He kind of dove, shot on the ground, and, whenever guys do that, that takes them out of the play. So there's Tob J. Walters, Amante Bishop, J.T. Gormley again. One thing they were trying to do, like I said, just run behind their big line, trying to get something going here in the run game for the Cherokees. There's J.T. coming in on a pressure. Forces a low throw to 8. Amante Bishop comes up. And another speed option here. Again, there's offensive line doing a great job. Ethan Eubanks on the right side, him and Malachi Bonner. Hudson Lee now is playing quite a bit of offensive line. TJ Hibbins playing your center, Jared Bafford, Elijah Young left to right. Great catch by Adam Washington. Great catch here. So as you see, we throw, had a step behind the player. Does a great job of coming back to the ball and adjusting. And we do a good job here with the inside run. Like I said, we're kind of just getting a good push on them now, David. We're kind of playing happy. We're in the lead. So, again, we can do another good job here. J.T. Gormley again. Amante, there's King Sandoval. He's done a great job stepping up, playing some defense for us as a freshman. LaDainian Pendergrass there coming in from corner. Nate Stevens was out there. Dave, we're playing a lot of bodies right now on both sides of the ball, just trying to, play guys, get guys reps. A lot of guys defensively have stepped up for us and played. There's Amante Bishop again. Reads the bubble route and defeats the block of 13. East Hamilton, same type of stuff they'll do. Got to do a great job getting off blocks against them. There's a screen pass. That was, felt like we were going to get this against them as much as we threw the ball. Now they're starting to rush upfield. So, again, there's another nice play there. Blaine Stansbury back there, gets depth, flicks it off to Mill. And we do a great job. There's Jared Bafford out there blocking down the field. So, as you see, we're just in great rhythm with play calls and execution. There's the back out of the backfield again. Tyree Porter with a nice block downfield. So we fake. He's going to hesitate, then wheel out. Looked like there was a nice pancake on the offensive line there. Saw 55 on the ground again for them. And, right now, David, we're just controlling every aspect of the game. It's like we're calling good plays with what they're wanting to do. The throwing percentage is really high. And then we showcase some of this, Blaine Stansbury quarterback run. So you got Rush Douglas leading the way. And really, really good right now what we're doing. We're just obviously the comfort level going against them again was really high just from what their defensive alignments were and just some of the stuff we had schemed up. But there's Mill again running.
Everything you did in the first half.
Yeah,
just
first
worked.
half it was working well. It was
with the exception of the fumble is the only thing negative.
But again, this play right here off a timeout. So we, Okay, you go empty or you go empty against them. You get the split safety look. So we get the running back down the seam. So Blaine does a good job of putting some touch on the ball. And 3:18 left in the first half, 21-0 game, and easily could have been 28-0. So
with my eyes, I thought Blaine crossed the plane. Did he not? I didn't.
It was close. Like I said, he was going to. I mean, it was just such a bang call, and he was going to just press that ball a little bit and fall down. Would have been a touchdown, but it's all good. We'll learn correct from that. There's Rush Douglas, another hard run. So Rush is back for us. Missed guess it was a couple games there with a little bit of a knee issue. It's been solved. So nice to get him back. He's carried the ball for us a little bit this year. And I like this by Blaine right here. He just scrambles. So, we got a sprint out throw. There's nobody open, and that's a positive play for us. 6 yards in playoff football is positive play. So like you said, David, first half we're just being very efficient here. We kind of have control of the game. And, there's really not much more you can say. Kids executed at a high level, and proud of both offense, defense, and special teams because, Blaine with a nice pocket, throw a comeback to Adam Washington. Offensive line doing a great job in pass protection, kind of holding the point there. So, offensive line, I think we've pretty much had the same. I know Torrey Holt started a couple games for us up there, but this was partially blocked kick, as you see, and it goes right through and hits the pad. And, when that happens right there, you kind of know the first half is like, hey, okay, this
everything's
may
going
be
our
meant
way.
to be. It's kind of going our way. As you see right here, JT Gormley, King Sandoval, there's big T-Ray getting in there. T-Ray plugging the middle up, playing our nose guard and our odd package. But again, just defensively, we've been able to, force a fumble right here. Tyree Porter, another fumble recovery. I think he's had multiple this season. I know he had 4 or 5 interceptions there. So, felt like right here, you're in a good spot. They've kind of fumbled. You kind of see their sideline, just not a lot of energy. We get the ball, right there. Blaine does a good job of escaping the pocket, finds freshman Zayden Williams in the flat. Zayden's got a bright future for us. Add on 15 on the throwdown out of bounds. And, great job escaping the pocket. Got to get your eyes down the field. And as you see, the other angle right there, do a good job of – the line does a good job of staying on some blocks there. And as you see, a clear late hit out of bounds. There we go, the jumbo chief pass. He got 2 yards, and it'd probably been better off to call this at the 1 yard line, but maybe the Cherokees, they were ready for big three. He caught it though, and
I used every angle.
Angle.
I used every angle.
Again, we got a nice job by Quavez Williams on the pass breakup. Anthony Angel playing some safety for us with a pick. Now, as you see, RPO by McMinn. We do a good job of disruption on the route. And Anthony does a nice job picking the ball off. So another takeaway. So fumble recovery takeaway. Unfortunately, can't score a touchdown here. We're back to a field goal. Eli Pearson does a nice job of kicking the ball through the uprights. So now you're looking at a 27-0 lead. And 5:04 left. We probably played the best, 24 plus 7. Probably the best 29 minutes football we can play all year. And then this is kind of when things went a little south. But before that, we have a great goal line stand here. Gormley again.
What's going on with that, Carson? I want to ask you.
Yeah, Carson Evans, one thing with McMinn, I'll say this, whenever and the D-line's gonna agree with this. When you play McMinn County now, you better have them cleats in the ground because they were searching for people to throw down. But our guys bowed up on that. We played physical, and But again, we got to get a little drive right here. There's the over route, Blaine to Adam. Nice catch in traffic. That's called a distracted catch. Coach McKeithen had some pads out there throwing at him today, David Clary, throwing some pads at him.
Big play in the ball game.
Big play in the ball game. You're talking about maybe the play of the game, this sack.
Second play of the game.
Well, yeah, we're going to get Dallas friend over here. It is, yeah, the set correct. You're 100% correct. But this sack was huge because it got them in a long yardage situation. So now we know what they're going to do. We're going to have to throw the football. And as you see, Dallas Front play of the year comes off. So I know we're going to see multiple angles of this, but if you rewind it, Dallas kind of he eyes the quarterback a little bit, and then in the peripheral vision sees that guy out there. We get some pressure on him, and he had to throw it because Gormley was right there. So, 27-20 game at this point. McMinn threatening. And there's Dallas Front there giving your camera guy some action, some footage. And Eli Pearson, great punt. We down the ball. And this is the last drive for McMinn, the last fourth down play. Really, David, on this drive, nobody was open. Our defensive backs kind of bowed up. Nobody was really open on film. It wasn't like, there's a guy open free for a touchdown. Look at big Tabjay Walters there. That's what you call a bull rush. He's just bull rushing the guy. He's getting under his pads. And that's pass deflection there to send us off to Chattanooga.
That's a good way to put that.
Good way to put it.
Yeah.
Well, we didn't know we were going first. And we're like, maybe Lenore City won, but we figured out real quick it was East Ham. So that deflection right there, we're getting the victory formation, kneel it. And now we're on a little road trip.
Off to East Hamilton, as you say. Well, let's do the plays of the week real quick, and we'll talk about East Hamilton
the
before.
Hurricanes.
Yeah, the third time we've played them.
Yep.
It's 2 years in a row.
Plays of the week.
I love these shots of Adam every week. I'll ask him about that, too.
So block of the week, big Ethan Eubanks.
That could have gone either way. There's a lot
Tennessee
of good ones
Martin
here.
commit right here. He buckles 53. Got them knees buckling. Like it. So Blaine DeMille, it's called T-shoot. T runs right down the chute, uncovered. Puts a little cut on number 1 there and gets in the end zone. So good news is McMinn may have been confused. I didn't realize 15 wasn't even ready, so maybe we caught him off guard there. Motion out of the backfield. Defensive play of the week. The bull rush by Tabjay Walters gets 4th down and 10, and that's all she wrote. Special teams, Eli Pearson on the field goal. My fault. Field goal that barely made it over the.
He had to do it 3 times.
Wait, okay.
There's the actual field goal.
Okay. Now if we go, I know we can't go back, but see that was clearly, and I was like confused. I thought it was like barely, and that I didn't realize how clearly that was in. That's a great shot by your crew, David. Play the game, Dallas Front. What can you say? Flares off there on the route, and he is right there and picks the ball off. Hit of the week, got Quavez Williams. Man, this was a woo hit right there, shoulder in the body. As you see, does a great job of leading with the shoulder and disrupts the ball from the McMinn County player.
And I like this one right here.
Yes, I mean, this is kind of like the old school Oak Ridge days, the big old running back just hunting down a defensive back, just runs him over, truck sticks him. And that's, obviously, like you said, I think we brought it, David. I think we, as you see, played physical football. I think we were amped up to play in the game. Second round game at home. That's why you won it. And kids found a way to get a win.
Coach, you told me off the air last week about that the mill was going to be open like that. You told me that, and he was open all night. I don't know that I've ever seen anybody as open as him as he was in the first half.
Well, I mean, the information you get, you just, like I said, when you play a team twice, you're able to dissect their rules, and we knew they were going to have a hard time covering the back out of the backfield with a certain technique. So that was kind of a delay technique. You show block, you delay, their eyes wander, and then you burst out. And fortunately, the kids executed it well, believed in the coaching, and did what they were coached to do, and it worked for them.
So you're in the Elite Eight in the state. There's
Yep.
only 8 5A teams left playing Friday night. East Hamilton is a team that we played last year.
Yeah.
If I remember correctly, the first round, I guess it was like a 40-something to 20-something ball
Yes,
game
it
that
was.
we won, obviously. And we played them. The only other time we've ever been down there was 2013.
Yep.
A long time ago. It's, tell us about this team we're going to play Friday.
So East Hamilton, number one, if you recall the game from last year, we were able to throw the ball down the field on them. They were a younger team last year, and now all those guys are back. So really good football team, David. We've talked on air about the opposite region, Region 4, being super competitive. East Hamilton wins at Ray County week 11, and that catapults East into the region champs because McMinn beat Walker Valley. So East Hamilton could have been a first-round game if they would have lost to Ray 120-7. So good football team, athletic. Number 11 is a really good player for them on offense and defense. He has breakaway speed at running back. Quarterback does a good job. They do a lot of motions and shifts, David. Their offensive staff is very creative. Their offensive line's experienced. They block well. Defensively, they're sound. Play a four-man front on 90% of the snaps, and their secondary guys, to me, are impressive because they're athletic and they can guard receivers and not get lost. And special teams are adequate, so solid football team. Going to have some speed, going to have some athletes. And, their quarterback does a great job around the RPO, multiple formation system, so they've moved the ball in all the films. It's going to be a war, but, our guys are ready. We've like we talked off air, David, our practice focus and habits have been great the past couple weeks. I think the guys are sensing, hey, you're in the final 8. We've been doing this thing since July. Let's go a little bit harder. Let's focus a little bit harder. And for us, it's a day-to-day, week-to-week operation. And but we do feel good about the way we're prepared for this football game.
And that'll be this coming Friday. East Hamilton, for those who have never been there before, it is a very small stadium.
Yeah.
The home side is small. The visitor side is small. I mean, there is not a whole lot of room. I'm hoping we'll get a lot of people. I know there's a bus. There's a parent bus and a student bus. I don't know how the student bus is going. I know the adult booster bus is almost 3/4 full, which is good. And then they'll be leaving. It's $20 for that bus. I think the students can go for free, except for the ticket price. The booster bus put on by, I think it was the class of '89, Chris Corwin, those guys. It's $20, and that's a coach bus, and it's Big Ed's Pizza and drinks are involved with that on the way down there, and they're leaving at 4:30. And you can still sign up at orhswildcats@gmail.com. That's what they said. I know. I don't know, Candace. I don't know. How is the student bus going? Iffy. She said we could use some more, but I'd love to see, standing room only, our crowds. And Coach, you don't have to comment on this. I will though. Our crowds at these 2 playoff games have been maybe the 2 smallest crowds for a playoff game I've ever seen. And I wish we could get these people. These kids deserve it. They are in the final 8 in the state. They deserve more people to come out. I don't know what we can do to do it, but I would love to have them come out.
Well, and you're right. We just encourage everybody to find a way to East Ham. I mean, but I think, from the kid standpoint, we talk all the time, that the kids kind of obviously control their own fate, and they play football because we hope they would love it because they have invested a lot of time into practicing and preparing. And, I mean, we know we've had an up-and-down season, but the reality is we've gotten hot at the right time, and we're playing our best football at the right time. And so if you can, find a way to get down there, it's not that bad of a trip, a lot of interstate travel. And the good news is, there's a way to avoid a lot of the Chattanooga bad traffic to go to East Hamilton High School. So feel like, and I don't know what type of support they have. I know they're a relatively new school, kind of broke off from Ottawa High School, which is a familiar Oak Ridge opponent, David, as you know, from the early 2000s era.
Right.
But hey, let's have a bigger crowd than they have, and let's kind of take control of this stadium and cheer the Cats on, roll Wildcats roll, and let's get down there and get after it.
One of the great incentives, and we're about to bring up Adam Washington and Wayne Gibson. They're going to be on our show here. But One of the incentives, obviously, for winning this game, obviously, because you want to win, is one more home game at Blankenship Field. If we win the ball game on Friday, we are at Blankenship Field next week.
Absolutely. It's the region, the left year to host whatever. So, we win, we host the winner of West and Sevier County. It's whoever wins that, doesn't matter, we host. So, like you said, another incentive to win. You get that semifinal game at home, and that'd be great just to have another semifinal game at historic Blankenship Field.
Let's go. Let's take a break here. We'll bring up Adam and we'll bring up Wayne. Wayne didn't know he was going to do it till he walked in the door. Adam's known it for a couple of days here. I think he's a little nervous, but hopefully they'll do great. We're going to take a break. We are live at the Pizza Inn. We appreciate them once again for allowing us to be here. We've been here all season long. We've enjoyed the shows. Hopefully we'll be back next week for another one. We'll be back with Adam and Wayne in a moment.
When something happens to your car, you might say,
Ugh, come on, seriously?
This is so extra.
but what you could say is,
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
your local State Farm agents are available to help you online, over the phone, or in person. State Farm agents are here to help answer your questions and help you file your claim.
This is so extra.
Get with someone who can actually help. Contact me, Agent Laura Lynn Green, today.
Wow, I am not as fast as 7 when it comes to running, that is, but I'm pretty quick at selling your home. Hi, I'm Karen George of Walton George Realty Group, right here in Oak Ridge, Tennessee. But I buy and sell all over the Tennessee area. Give my office a call and we can help you as quickly as 7 can run.
Fox Insurance Group is a local agency. We've got a great staff. We're knowledgeable. The most rewarding thing about working in insurance is taking care of customers. When they come in, a lot of times they don't know what coverages they need. They're relying on us to give them the right coverage that's going to fit their needs, but also at a competitive price. Anybody can go to any agent or they can call any 1-800 number. But getting that right agent that's going to take care of them and be there in time of need, and that's what we're here to do.
Welcome back once again to the Pizza Inn, and as promised, joining me immediately to my right, this is Wayne Gibson. He is a junior. He's been out a little bit last couple of weeks with illness, but you're back. I heard you're cleared to go and ready. That's Adam Washington to his right. Guys, first off, joining us. Adam, I'm going to start with you. You've got the mic, and when I'm going to come back to you. The reason I'm starting with you is you have been around the Oak Ridge program for a very long time. When you were a ball boy, when did you start being a ball boy? Because I remember you on the sidelines years ago. When did you start?
I started ball boy when I was in 4th grade.
4th grade.
Yes, sir.
So, and you are a junior now, correct?
Yes, sir.
So you've been around the program. You've seen the ups and downs and a lot of good players. Who was your favorite player when you were a ball boy? Who was your favorite player that you watched play?
I'd probably say Preston Turner.
Preston Turner?
Yeah, I looked up to him when I was a ball boy.
Okay, Wayne, were you ever a ball boy?
No.
Yeah, but let's talk about you. You played at Robertsville Middle School as well. You are a defensive back for the most part. First of the year, I thought I saw you a little bit at running back as well. Talk about what it's like to be a defensive back. You're not the tallest guy in the world. When you're going up against guys like Maddox, the guy at Clinton, what's it like being a defensive back?
I mean, it's just you got to hold yourself to a higher standard and understand the man in front of you ain't better than you.
Obviously, talk about your season so far.
I mean, I started off battling an injury, and then I had picked up my season and then caught a sickness that put me out, but now I'm back on pace.
Adam, you have been starting since the very beginning at receiver. Early on in the year, Mr. Presley was getting all the catches. I mean, he was getting all the catches. But here, as of late, you've been kind of the go-to guy while Will's been out. Talk about your role and how you accepted it as you started, blocking, not getting a whole lot, maybe one pass a game. How did you accept that, and talk about your progression now that you're kind of the target guy?
I just know if I just kept on blocking, the ball would come to me eventually. And when Will got out, I just had to step up. Talk about your catches this past week. That one catch, your family back there, they went crazy on that one catch. There they are again. Talk about that. It's just I saw the ball and I just went up and got it. Wayne, talk about. I want you to talk about rivalries here as you beat Clinton this year. Talk about the best rivalry. What teams do you like to play and beat?
I like to play Clinton, of course, just because of the energy in the game. I like Bearden, too. Bearden, they always bring a good fight. And I say probably Farragut, too.
What was the toughest team you played so far?
I feel like the toughest team we played was definitely Bearden. They just showed that they could do multiple things. They just wasn't one-dimensional.
Both of you guys are going to be back next year. How important is the experience that you've gotten this year, both of you, to play in the next year's season? I'll start with Adam.
It's just we're going to have more experience for next year, so we're going to have to work on the off season and just come in.
So, Wayne, we're going to be in 6A next year. You'll be playing guys, teams like, Bearden, Farragut, Maryville, and teams like that in our region. So it's going to get a little tougher. What are you going to have to do to be at that level?
We just going to have to bring our A game every game and not take any team for granted.
Tell me what traditions you all like best at Oak Ridge High School.
Walking down the steps for sure.
Okay.
Mine would be walking champions.
So, last week we learned that Jared very seldom washes his practice stuff. We learned that we learned that earlier. Do you guys clean your stuff regularly?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
I mean, and tell me about that smell. That smell is the absolute worst smell.
Yes, sir.
One of the worst smells I think I've ever smelled in my entire life. How would you describe it?
I don't even think words can explain that. They really just stink bad.
It smells like rotten fish and feet, like combined.
Rotten fish and feet. Okay. If I asked this question last week, I don't know if you were condemned to die, what would your last meal be?
I'll probably have some like chicken Alfredo, with some fries.
Adam.
I have to be a good cheeseburger. I'm a big burger guy.
What kind of movies do you all like? Do you like movies?
Yes, I really like funny movies.
Oh, I'm a comedy person.
Okay, what are your favorite? You have a favorite?
Any movie with Will Smith.
Okay.
I like Medea and Friday.
So if I ask this question too, and I get strange answers on this one, but if you won the lottery, $200 million, what would be the first thing you buy?
I'd probably buy a new car because I don't like my car.
What kind of car do you have?
I got an old Jeep.
An old Jeep? How old?
Like 1990s.
Well, that is an old Jeep.
Uh-huh.
Adam?
Honestly, I would probably buy like unlimited gas so I could just keep on buying gas when I need it.
All right. Okay. Okay, I asked this question, and I don't know if Dr. Hawkins is watching this, but if you were principal at Oak Ridge High School, what would be the first thing you would do or change?
Phones.
Phones?
Mm-hmm.
Wayne?
It's definitely the Wednesday schedule.
You don't like the Wednesday schedule?
No.
You'd rather go all day?
I'd rather do all my classes and then have lunch.
Okay. All right. That's an interesting way to look at it, I guess. Is there a job that even if you got paid $1 million a year to do, you would still never do?
Cleaning toilets.
Cleaning toilets? Okay.
A bridge builder.
Okay.
A person that builds bridges.
So, Adam, if Wayne were a dog, what kind of a dog would he be?
Yeah, probably a pit bull.
Wayne, if Adam were a dog, what would he be?
I feel like a poodle.
Why would he be a poodle?
I don't know, it just fit him.
What was the first job when you were young, much younger, that you wanted to do? What was the first job that you say, hey, I want to do this when I grow up?
I really wanted to be a basketball player until I fell in love with football.
Okay.
I wanted to be a soccer player.
You still play soccer, don't you?
Yes, sir.
Well, I'm going to ask you the tough question. Coach Rang is sitting here someplace. Which sport do you like best? Do you like football best? There he is right there. Do you like football best or do you like soccer best?
It's got to be football.
Football, okay. I thought it would be. Who on this team would you hate to be tackled by?
I got to say myself, but other than that, JT.
You know, actually people have said you before because you are an ankle. You go for their ankles, which is hard to do. Adam, what about you?
Either JT or Tim or T-Ray.
Okay. Why?
Because Tim and T-Ray are just big, and I don't want them to follow me. And JT, he's a headhunter, so he'll just come down his lower shoulder and kill you.
I get different answers on this one every week. If the coaches were in a boxing ring, which coach would finish and come out alive?
I most definitely got Coach Thomas.
Whether both Bam or Coach Eric Thomas?
Eric Thomas.
Okay, yeah, because Adam?
Yeah, I got Coach Eric Thomas, too.
Which coach would you have liked to have seen play?
I don't know. I want to see Coach Thomas because he always get mad at me. I want to see if he was good.
I can tell you, Coach Eric Thomas was a stud. He was one of the best that ever played here. I'll just be honest with you. He started at Georgia Tech as a freshman and was a freshman player of the year in the ACC. That's pretty good right there. So, Adam?
I want to see Coach Kasner.
Coach Kasner?
Yeah.
I probably have some footage of him somewhere. If there was such thing as a time machine, would you go forward or would you go back, and where would you go?
I'll probably go forward just to see where my life end up.
Okay.
I'll probably go back.
Why?
Just to tell my younger self advice and stuff.
Has your family ever embarrassed you at a ball game? Does that family? Are they embarrassing you right now?
A little bit.
Yeah. What have they done to embarrass you?
They just scream.
Well, okay. Well, at least they're supportive, right? Wayne?
Yeah.
Yes.
What have they done?
My mama like to argue with people.
What kind of arguments? What kind of arguments does she get into?
I don't even know. I don't even think she know about football. She just, if I go down, she start arguing.
And I haven't asked this question in a few weeks, but in a zombie apocalypse, who would you want on your team to be with you and why?
How many people I get?
You get 3.
I definitely gotta take Tim first. I gotta take Dallas too. That's my dog. And then Tyreek, cause he's smart.
I'd take Tim, and then J Mike, because he knows how to fight. And then my third one's got to be Will, because he's funny.
Okay.
Oh, yeah. And he's fast, yeah.
Do y'all have any weird, like, superstitions or phobias that you do before ball games or anything? Are you afraid of anything?
No, not really.
Not really.
What famous person would you have liked to have met, or living or dead?
Probably like Sean Taylor. I like watching his film a lot.
Okay.
Probably Kobe Bryant.
Who?
Kobe Bryant.
Okay. Do you have any hidden talents? Can you sing, dance, do any of that kind of stuff? Play instruments?
I can hoop. That's about it.
Adam?
No, I don't think so.
What's your favorite, besides Blankenship Field, what's your favorite stadium you've played in this year or any time in your career?
The Dobbins-Bennett Stadium last year.
Everybody says that. Coach Rang, are we in talks with Dobbins-Bennett? We are in talks with Dobbins-Bennett, so maybe you might get a chance to get up there next year. Hey, Coach Rang just said it. They're talking to Dobbins Bennett, so we might be playing them on the road. Adam, same question to you.
I'd say Dobbins Bennett too because it's a big stadium and a lot of people.
Superpowers. So we ask this one every week. What superpower would you like to have and why?
Probably fly. Song gotta get no more gas. Gas be expensive.
Even in an old Jeep?
You would be surprised.
All right.
Teleportation.
What?
Teleportation.
Okay. Where would you go?
Go to like the beach and stuff.
Okay.
Whenever I want.
Hey, that sounds good. Do you have any bucket list items that you'd like to do in your lifetime that you think about? Hey, I'd like to go to Egypt or someplace. Any bucket list like that?
I want to go to Europe.
I'm gonna go to Paris.
You have any nicknames when you were young?
They call me Wheezy, Milk Dud. What?
They were going to yell. I'm going to open it up to them, so they're going to maybe ask you some questions. Not yet, Jared.
Not really. In 8th grade, everybody called me A-Dubs, and that's it.
Are you guys leaders? I know you're juniors. You're not in the senior class, but you both start at times this year. Wayne, you're just coming back to playing, but are you leaders on this team?
Yes. I mean, I've been playing since my sophomore year. I just had an injury my sophomore year as well. But I definitely feel like on the defensive side of the ball, I'm a leader.
Adam?
I try to be. I try to encourage people when they're not doing so well, and I try to be a leader.
So, Adam, you have to notice every show I put an odd picture of you up on the doing something. Is that to keep your teammates loose, or is it keep my camera guys loose?
Me and the camera guys are like good friends, and I just do it just because I just like to have fun. And
what's your favorite memory, Adam, as a Wildcat so far?
Probably a field goal against McMinn.
At McMinn.
Mm-hmm.
My favorite would definitely have to be my hit against Clinton.
Who was it against? You remember?
Bryson Maddox.
Yeah, that's a good one. So, do you all want to continue to play sports after high school?
Yes, that's the main goal.
Adam, say
Yeah, I would.
All right, guys, do you have any questions for these two? Anybody? Jared? Repeat the question back.
He said I was a fake Oregon fan.
Fake Oregon fan. Why? Are you an Oregon fan?
That's my second team.
What's your first team?
Tennessee, go Vols.
Okay. Anybody else? Wow. T-Ray, of course. Repeat the question. Can you play D-line?
Yes. That's one of my secret talents.
You can play D-line?
Yes.
How much do you weigh?
Like 170.
Okay. How much does he weigh?
About 250.
Whoa, I'll give him a little bit more. A little more. Like 30-something.
Anybody else? Nobody? Wow. Y'all are getting off easy. Do you have a okay, who's got a question? I didn't see.
Jamar, my little brother.
Okay. Go ahead. Does he have one? You all have any? Before we let you go, do you have any? Well, actually, do you have a question for Coach Rang you'd like for me to ask him when he comes back up here?
When can we do those one-on-ones again?
Wayne, you have one?
I don't have no questions.
Okay. Do you have any shout-outs? Anybody watching or might be watching? Well, actually,
shout out to Quavez,
okay.
Damian, Anthony, Will, and Dallas, and T-Ray.
Shout out to my family. Shout out to Jamar. Shout out to Jared, Tim, Tori. Shout out to Miss Kelly and Coach Kelly, and Amante, and Domtopia.
My final what are you guys going to have to do to beat East Hamilton Friday?
We're just going to have to be locked in every single play and give our best.
Adam.
We just got to execute and go with the game plan.
All right, guys, I appreciate you coming in, and good luck on Friday.
Appreciate
Yes,
you.
sir.
Wayne Gibson and Adam Washington. We'll be back with Coach Rang and Rob. We'll wrap it up in a moment.
When something happens to your car, you might say,
Ugh, come on, seriously?
This is so extra.
but what you could say is,
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
your local State Farm agents are available to help you online, over the phone, or in person. State Farm agents are here to help answer your questions and help you file your claim.
This is so extra.
Get with someone who can actually help. Contact me, Agent Laura Lynn Green, today.
Wow, I am not as fast as 7 when it comes to running, that is, but I'm pretty quick at selling your home. Hi, I'm Karen George of Walton George Realty Group, right here in Oak Ridge, Tennessee. But I buy and sell all over the Tennessee area. Give my office a call and we can help you as quickly as 7 can run.
Fox Insurance Group is a local agency. We've got a great staff. We're knowledgeable. The most rewarding thing about working in insurance is taking care of customers. When they come in, a lot of times they don't know what coverages they need. They're relying on us to give them the right coverage that's going to fit their needs, but also at a competitive price. Anybody can go to any agent or they can call any 1-800 number. But getting that right agent that's going to take care of them and be there in time of need, and that's what we're here to do.
Welcome back once again to the Pizza Inn as we get ready to wrap up and get ready to go to East Hamilton, which is in Ooltewah. It's kind of on the eastern side. If you're going down the interstate, you can see Ooltewah High School on the right. You take a left and you go down about 5 miles or so, and there's East Hamilton. Like I said, it's really out in the middle of farmland. It's out in the middle of nowhere, to be honest with you. But it's a really nice school, like you said. We've been down there once for football, several times for basketball. So it's an easy trip down 75. We hope we get some fans there. What will you have to do to win the ball game Friday?
David, I think there are a couple things here to win. Number one, I think the biggest thing for us offensively is to be able to control the ball a little bit. I think there are certain things that you can do against them, run game and throw game, that will allow us to move the ball. And I think we just have to control the ball a little bit. Get our kids in a good position to move the ball. And then defensively, I think it's important that we minimize big plays. Oh, sorry. They've done a good job in the playoffs, East Hamilton has, of kind of being, just kind of, Carnes and Lower City have played them very close at spells. And then next thing you know, 11 breaks an 80-yard touchdown, or there's a long, explosive run. And I think we just can't allow that to happen. Quarterback's broken some runs we've seen on film. So we just minimize big plays and make East Hamilton work the ball down the field. And then I think the third thing is, with it being so cold, the special teams piece of it's going to be hard for both teams, because we've not had a game, I think, under 58 or 59 degrees all year. I think the high is going to be, 48. So I think for the kicker punter aspect of it, that's going to be a little bit different. So, but whoever handles that better, I think from a special team standpoint, we'll be in a good position to win.
Coach, did you believe, was at the start of this season, that the team could be in this position, getting ready perhaps to be in the Final Four?
I did. I mean, I thought at the start of the season it was one of those things that when you dissect the teams in our region, the teams in their region, I think once we played McMinn the first time and beat them, I said, okay, that's probably one of the better teams in that region over there. But, it's kind of one of those things that you had – it's kind of funny, David. You had 8 teams make the playoffs from Region 3 and 4. All those teams, in theory, I think kind of were competitive with each other. So I definitely believe we could be here. Definitely believe we can win this football game Friday night. I feel like it's going to be really close. I feel like that, them, Ray County, McMinn County, us would all be close games again, and that's fun. That's playoff football. You expect a good game, but we believe in our team. We believe in our kids. We found a way to win 2 games that have been nail-biters. So a close game right now really shouldn't really have any effect on us because we've won 2 in a row. So we probably like the odds there if the game does come down to who can make the last play or not, because we've shown that we can do that. But, we believe in this group. They're motivated to get a win Friday.
Coach, good luck.
Thank you.
That is Derek Ring, head coach of the Wildcats, taking on East Hamilton this coming Friday, 7 o'clock kickoff from East Hamilton High School. Appreciate Mark and Shauna for doing our technical work. I saw Riley and Grayson, 2 of our camera guys here as well. Until next week, this is David Clary saying so long, everybody.
Down the middle, there's the man. Boom! Over the leg. That man is being scored. Fullback up the middle, he goes 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. Scott Fisher, 45, 50, 45, 40. Fisher, 35, 30, 25, 20, 15, 10. Scott Fisher has just gone 98 yards for an Oak Ridge touchdown. I can't deal it, so unfair. And it feels like heaven so far away. 3rd and 6. Here comes Oak Ridge. It's almost a sack. A screen pass intercepted by Laurendine. To the 30, to the 35, to the 30, to the 25, to the 20. Michael Laurendine down to the 15-yard line. Porter under center from the 4. He rolls to his right. Backside pressure. Passes complete. Touchdown Oak Ridge. Booker scores. Booker scores. Booker scores. 12 seconds to play. Pandemonium reigns at Blankenship Field. Hall to the far left. Tharp pass. Pumps once. Here's the pass complete to Rock Harden. Rock Harden 45 to the 40 to the 35. And he waits. There he goes. There he goes. Touchdown Oak Ridge. The Wildcats score. Rock Harden. Rock Harden takes it down the field. Caldwell the tailback, Woods the pass. Fires it, pass, batted away, intercepted by Oak Ridge. Wildcats Connor Goldmeyer at the 10, to the 15, to the 20, to the 25, to the 30, to the 35, to the 40, to the 45, to the 50, down the field, 45, 40, 35, 30, down the field, Connor Goldmeyer to the 20, to the 15. We might have a new record, a new record. Let's see what Brian does. He's going to pass. Setting up a little pass. Boom! Big stick! What a shot by Matt Smith. He blasted that guy. For the Wildcats. Handoff goes up the middle, Rivers to the 40, breaks it down the right side, 45 to the 40, to the 45 to the 50, to the 45 to the 40, to the 45 to the 30, to the 15, to the high touchdown Oak Ridge. Jamie Woodman, oh, you got away, yeah. 14-7 Oak Ridge, and Minor will roll to his right. Has some time. Down the field it goes to Sean Williams, complete 40, to the 50, to the 45, to the 40, to the 35, to the 30, 25, 15, 10, touchdown, no flags down, Sean Williams scores. at the 5 on the return to the 10, to the 15. Booker at the 20, to the 25, to the 30, to the 35, to the 40. Corey Booker with a kicker to beat. Makes a move on him and blows him away. He'll take it home, baby. Corey Booker, 5. Touchdown, Oak Ridge.
5-yard line. Here comes Adrian handing it off to Booker. Booker breaks free at the 10, to the 15, to the 20, 25, 30, 25, 40. Corey Booker 50, 45, 40, 35, 30, 25, 20. The freshman who's just gone 95 yards. Touchdown, Oak Ridge. Corey Booker has gone 95 yards for the Oak Ridge touchdown.
Under center, rolling to his left, looking, firing, there's a man, 2 points to the left, catch win! Jacob Snyder makes the catch! It's pandemonium on Blankenship Field! Adrian Porter connects with his tight end, Jacob Snyder, into the Oak Ridge fan. And Jerry Colter will pitch to Summers, and he wants to throw. He looks long, the man is there, the pass, touchdown, Mike Underwood! Underwood on the reception on the halfback pass from Sean Summers, and Oak Ridge. Wildcats trail. Lorne drops back to pass. Has some time. Pass is complete, and it's going to be a touchdown to David Brown as nobody, I mean nobody, baby, was on him. Oak Ridge going for 2, and Colquitt will roll to the right, gives it off the white. He looks to the end zone. 2 points, baby. Oak Ridge has won this ball game from Blankenship Field, the greatest opening victory we've seen in some time. Five men on the line for the Wildcats. Robbie Knight hands it off to Ogletree. Blasted in the backfield. Loses 5 yards. The Wildcats come in strong, and they drop him for a big loss. Greg Central going to the extra point with Greg Johnson. The hold will be Billy King. 42-41. Oak Ridge on top of Central, and let's see what the Wildcats can do with the kick. Here's a low snap. Here's the kick. It's a block. Oak Ridge is headed to the state championship ball game at Vanderbilt on a block extra point. 42-41. And Oak Ridge, pandemonium reigns on the field. The Wildcats are headed to Vanderbilt. A blocked extra point. Oak Ridge celebrating pandemonium. Fans on the field. The block kick, and Central's season will end on their home field, and Oak Ridge will go to Vanderbilt.